Hi, this is Gingersnap, and I'm Lisa Redfern, your host. Gingersnap. What is Gingersnap? Gingersnap is a conversation and a cookie with a creative Mainer. And my first guest today is my friend Jenny Van West, who's a talented musician.
Thank you.
And we're here in her home in Portland, Maine. And our cookie, well, I'll tell you more about the cookie in a minute. We'll just have to wait. So, Jenny, what's happening in your creative life that you would like for everybody to know about?
Well, thanks for asking. I have just put out my first record, and it is called Something Real. It's available on iTunes, and you can also order directly from me or from CD Baby. The information is all at my website, jennyvanwestmusic.com.
Perfect. Well, I've heard it. It's beautiful, so get
Thank you,
yourself
Lisa.
a copy. Yeah. So what brought you and Jeff to Maine?
Well, we were living on the West Coast, and we had both our babies were born out there, and we decided that we wanted to be closer to family. My parents, his family, all on the East Coast. And so our work was portable at the time, so we had options about where we could land, which was extremely precious. And we traveled up through New England. Jeff's family's in Rhode Island. We came up to Portland, and we decided that we really would love to live in Portland, and that was 10 years ago, and we love it.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're glad you're here.
Thank you.
We, Portland.
I feel very blessed to be here.
So, Jenny, what was your first word, if you know?
I actually don't know what my first word was, but I am gonna guess that it was probably one of three things. It's like cat, or worm, or toad. I'm thinking these are the things that mattered to me at the time. Maybe dog, animals, creatures, little squirmy things.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Well, what mattered to me, apparently, when I first spoke, was cookie. So, my favorite cookie is a ginger or a molasses cookie. And so we're starting our show with a ginger and molasses cookie. Oops, I think that one's... I started eating mine before the show.
We took a couple bites already. It's like the world's most perfect cookie. Look at that.
First word cookie. First, my favorite treat is a cookie. So, Jenny, what's your favorite cookie?
My favorite cookie? Well, I make pretty good chocolate chip cookies. Being a mom, that is something that I've learned to hone, and make some really good gluten-free chocolate chip cookies with coconut in them.
Oh, I love coconut.
Yeah, make you some sometime.
Thank you. Well, our featured cookie this week is this amazing half eaten ginger molasses cookie from right over there at Rosemont Market. Erin Lynch has this recipe, and
very good, Erin.
Thank you, Erin. Really delicious. Oh, get yourself over to Rosemont Market. All right. So, what movie do you recommend most to people?
Well, I try to laugh a lot. We write Mad Libs over dinner. I try and keep that as part of what keeps me going, is laughing. So I would have to say right now that I would recommend the movie Anchorman with Will Ferrell.
That's the lowbrow version.
It's the lowbrow.
You have a highbrow? Do you have a highbrow choice?
Well, I'm like a big 1960s musical fan, 1950s, 1960s musical fan. So, My Fair Lady.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
That's a real favorite of mine.
All right. So, what car from your childhood did you love and wish you could get back now?
Okay, so right now, because I am a musician and I go to gigs and I need something inexpensive, I would say the Ford Torino station wagon.
Oh.
Circa 1966.
Does that have a way back?
It has a way back. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, that particular car, we spilled a half a gallon of milk on the floor going to the beach one summer.
That doesn't get better with time.
I don't want that one.
Yeah, not that particular one.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So
probably an electric engine though. Cheaper.
Okay, Jenny Van West, is there one song, or I'm going to go with album here. That's right. Album. That always moves you.
Yeah, well, there are many favorite albums, and I would have to say that probably the album that's influenced me most as a musician is Joni Mitchell's Blue. And a particular song, there's a couple songs on there that are pretty, but A Case of You is probably the song I never get tired of.
Yeah.
I've never performed that song. I've actually would love to do an evening of performing that entire album in those keys.
Ooh,
I've
good
dreamed
idea.
of that for 20 years.
Stay
Maybe
tuned.
it's time.
Stay tuned. Well, I have thought this before, but I will share now that I think if you're a female, young singer-songwriter, and you don't know that album, for those of us who are musicians in this generation, it was a very important album for all of us and very seminal, and it's just a really important piece of work. So, all right. Moving from the sublime to the mundane. I love movies. You love movies. Everyone loves movies. If there was a movie done about your life, what genre would it be, and who would you most want to have play you?
Okay, it's going to be a bogey movie. And
nice.
I would be honored if the late Katharine Hepburn would
play me. Oh my gosh. Perfect, don't you think? Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. I like it. Well, thank you so much. This has been Gingersnap, and my guest has been Jenny Van West here in Portland, Maine. Tell them one more time what your website is.
So my website is jennyvanwestmusic.com.
All right. So Gingersnap, again, is a conversation and a cookie with a creative Mainer, and I'm your host, Lisa Redfern. If you'd like to hear more about me or my music, you can go to www.lisaredfern.com. Red like the color, fern like the plant. All right, thanks so much. This has been Gingersnap.